I think some people think I personally do enjoy doing grocery deliveries because I do talk about the fact that it does help with additional income. If you're a gig worker and you're doing food deliveries, a great way to top up your salary is through groceries. But realistically, I hate doing grocery orders. I truly hate them and I avoid them. I don't turn off Shop and Pay and I don't not use Instacart, but I avoid them at all costs. And here are some reasons why. The first one is I'm not the Incredible Hulk, or I am not Arnold Schwarzenegger. And so because of that, I can't lift that heavy. I mean, I'm a woman that's 5'8" and I got a good head on my shoulders and I can lift my 45-pound kid every day, but I draw the line there. When it comes to hauling 100 or 150 pounds worth of groceries, that's a whole nother dilemma. And these items can be super heavy that you can tear your back out, you can hurt your arms, your shoulders. I mean, there's probably not a body part that you can't hurt when it comes to doing grocery deliveries. And I kind of topped on the second part that I actually hate, and that's the hauling part. I can't blame my customer if they have 6 flights of stairs and they want their cases of water to be hauled up. But I hate it. And who wouldn't hate it? There are many places where they don't have elevators. There are many places where it's not a house with a front doorstep. And I have to keep this in mind that if I accepted the batch, I did the groceries, I'm in the car, and then I see that it's an apartment number 124. Luckily, there should be an elevator to go up there. But if it's an apartment 7 and it's, kind of ways up, well, I got to do it. I've already accepted it. It's already paid for. I'm not going to go back to the store. But it's a pain to deal with, and it sucks. And it's something that you're going to have to deal with if you're doing grocery orders. Now, this one is a pain point for many just in a relationship. And it's a pain point when it comes to doing grocery deliveries, and that's the lack of communication. I understand I'm a mom and I get busy. I understand people have work meetings. I understand that people have school, classes, exams, whatever it may be. But communication can be a big, huge, essential thing when it comes to doing grocery deliveries. And the reason why communication is such a huge thing is because of the fact of multiple exchanges. If I can't communicate with you because you're too busy, and let's say you order 1 large thing and I get you 3 small things, if you don't want that, I get penalized and I have to take the risk. But if people aren't communicating because they're not near their phone, well, I have to do Russian roulette and decide which one's the best factor for me and my customer. And it's a huge pain point. It really is, because I can get docked on my surveys. I can get docked on my tips. Sometimes you'll get a happy customer because of your exchanges. But on a number of handful times, I get told no refunds. But if I don't know that and I'm a percentage-based tip, I'm going to try to do a refund. So these are things you got to keep in mind. And I'm going to share one more with you, lovelies, when it comes to doing grocery deliveries. And it's definitely something that I actually hate. It's the last-minute add-ons. Unfortunately speaking, I've had it before that you're going to the cashier, and this happens on Instacart. Uber is a little bit more tech savvy when it comes to their add-ons. But I'm going to the cashier, and I think I'm already done with, and there's 4 more items added onto the list. It's great that I might get an additional tip. It's great if it's a percentage-based tip. It's great if the customer wants to add more. But it's not great if it's going to take more of your time and the batch wasn't even worth it. Sometimes we take batches because we feel we have to, because the apps aren't paying, because we got nothing else to do, because we're baking like I am currently in this car in 30-degree temperature, and we want to go into AC. But when it comes down to doing these batches, a lot of them weren't even worth it to begin with. And then you get to the cash register and you got more of an add-on. So if you have more added on and you didn't have communication with your customer and you're having a bad experience and now you got to go back and get the items, well, there's 2 things you can do. Play it like you didn't know that they existed and go to the cash and get things done, and then you might have a hiccup in front of the customer directly, or you got to go back and get them and take more of your time. Either way, groceries are a pain for me. They're a pain point for many of them. And I want you, lovelies, to comment below. What is your biggest pain point when it comes to doing grocery deliveries? What do you hate the most when it comes to doing grocery orders? Because mine, I've listed the last 5, but I want you, lovelies, to list number 6, and I'll catch you in the next video.